Hi everyone, it's Jean from Sew It Themes. Welcome back to my channel. I am still working on my binder sewing journal and making ephemera for it. And I have today made these really awesome fabric envelopes. This is made from fabric and the inside is paper and you can write on it and use it as an envelope. It adds, I think it just adds a lot of texture to your journal. Plus, this is a sewing journal, so it just makes sense that there be some fabric in here. So I'd like to show you today how I made these envelopes. They're quite simple, actually. The first thing, of course, is you want to decide on how big your envelope is going to be and cut your paper accordingly. And I am using this Memory Keepers punch board for to make my envelopes, and this is how I'm making them. So you just find out how big you want your envelope, cut your paper, and get that to size. Then the secret ingredient is to add some Wonder Under or Heat and Bond, whichever one that you prefer, and cut it the same size as your paper. And we will get this ironed on here. Now it does not take long at all to iron this onto paper. It goes pretty fast. So we'll just iron this onto here. And you can use whatever paper you like. You can use tea-dyed paper. I'm using this graph paper here. So that's pretty much all it takes, is just a little bit. I usually do a couple of quick ones rather than long ones, because it is paper after all. And so now that you've gotten this far, now you need to go to your punch board and start making the envelope portion of it. And it doesn't really matter which, I don't think it matters, but I'm going to put this side up. So I need to come to 2 3/4 was the pattern. So let's just go in here and make it the way they say, and go all the way around like so. Yes, I don't really have any retro fabric, large pieces of it on hand, so I just chose colors that I thought would go really well inside the journal. So now that you've got your score lines on here, I kind of, just make sure that I can see them and they're bending well. You don't have to press them too hard, just want to make sure they're all in agreement there. Now we're going to place this on our fabric. Iron it on our fabric, actually. So we'll get the ironing apparatus back here again. There we go. And peel off your paper. So you can tell that everything took, because it'll be really shiny, all over it there. And don't put it on the right side. Put it on the back side of your fabric. And I usually cut a piece that's a little bigger than what I'm ironing on, so that I don't run over and put glue on my ironing mat. So I just go really fast over the paper side to get it attached. And then I take a little bit longer over here on the cloth side, because it will be a little thicker and will take a little bit more time to absorb the heat. But it doesn't take very long. Kind of cool it. Kind of make sure that, you feel like it's adhering pretty well there. And like I usually do, I usually let it cool, make another swipe on it. And that should be it. And then we just go back and we cut along the lines of our paper. I usually cut out this little square first, like so. Now, I suppose you could also make an envelope, you know, any way that you would like. You wouldn't have to have the punch board, but the key is to, you know, get the paper part of it ready to become an envelope, you know, before you put on the fabric, so that all you got to do is use the paper then as a template for the fabric. If that makes any sense. So we'll just come in here and get these cut off inside. Now, you know, as I'm doing this, I have not even tried to do the punch board with the fabric on. My guess, though, is it won't be that clean of a cut. And not only that, but you'll probably wear out that little blade thing over time, because fabric can be, it can be kind of a, you know, extra thick thing to cut on all the time. There we go. And then now we have our score lines. So now we can get in here and we can fold them like so. And once you have them folded, then you're going to want to probably iron it down to really get a good crease on it. So that's what I do, is I go back over like so, just to make sure that my crease gets really put in there. And then once you've done that, you are all ready to just glue down the little sides. And then let's see which, yeah, kind of like that. And what I like to do is I do like to kind of cut this a little straight across here, like so. And that probably is not real even. We'll just do a little bit like this here. There we go. And just get out, you know, a glue. Now, I use tacky fabric tack because I kind of feel like I'm using fabric. Maybe this would be a better choice. And we'll just put that down there like that. Okay. And then for this part here, you could put like a grommet in there with a charm hanging on the bottom of it. What I have done here is I've just taken like a ribbon. I like to use Grosgain ribbon when I'm gluing with Fabri-Tac, just because it doesn't show through. It's thicker than satin ribbon, and it doesn't show through the glue quite as much. So we'll just put this down here, put it over like this, and try to get that centered there a little bit. So then you've got this cute little, whoops, got that dry. Got this cute little envelope, and I know before I start using it, I should really let this poor thing dry. I'll just go ahead and grab my other one. Here it is. So you've got this little envelope here that you can write on the inside because it's made out of paper. And by adhering it to paper, then it you know, makes it stiff and firm, and it kind of will hold up, gives it some form. So anyways, that is the little cloth envelopes that I made for my junk journal. And so I hope that helped you and maybe inspire you to do something with fabric. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to see what more I do to my sewing journal, please subscribe down below, and I hope to see you real soon. You have a crafty day. Bye.